Today we're doing a haul and review of one of my go-to regular clothing brands, and that is Abercrombie. They've really made a comeback over the last few years. I've done one other Abercrombie haul on this channel before, maybe like a year and a half ago or so, but maybe like 2 to 3 times a year I buy a couple new pieces just to refresh my wardrobe a little bit. I mostly wear activewear and scrubs, and I don't have the biggest social life, so I don't do a lot where I wear normal clothes. But in the summer, I tend to go on like more trips and things. And I do have a trip coming up that I just wanted a couple new pieces. And obviously I'm not wearing all scrubs and activewear on trips when I'm out and about. So I figured it was time for a little summer refresh. I mostly try to focus on staples that I can re-wear a lot. I bought this tank from them a few years ago now, and I still wear it all the time. I have it in white and blue, and it's just nice to have those staple pieces that I know will fit me well. I'll be comfortable wearing them, and they go with a lot of different bottoms. I also love Abercrombie because I can wear their jeans. Their Curve Love jeans are my favorite. They're a curvy style jean that has a little bit more room in the hips and thighs, and it's a little bit more tapered in the waist so that it doesn't gap. I have multiple videos on this for jeans, jean shorts, etc. But I just love their overall vibe and everything. This is not sponsored, by the way. It'd be nice if it was, but I bought all this myself. So we're just doing this for fun because sometimes it's nice to share with other people what I get. I also feel like their target demographic is very much me, like later 20s, early 30s, you know, not quite like a clubbing going out aesthetic, maybe like a little bit more like, maybe just like a little bit more chic, refined, somewhat professional. Not that these are like professional clothes, but you know what I mean. So without further ado, let's get into it. I really want to start with this piece because this is what inspired the haul. I saw this on the website, and if something has lemons on it, I'm gonna buy it. I simply will. They had a swimsuit recently that had lemons on it, but unfortunately it was sold out in my size, so I just got the plain yellow. But honestly, their Curve Love swimsuits, guys, if you have larger cup size, they're really good. So this is the Scarlett Linen Blend Mini Skort. I have a ton of their Skorts, and they're just so nice because even though they're definitely on the shorter side, you know that if you lean over, you're not going to be exposing anything because they have a little built-in short lining and it matches the base color of the skirt. Another reason I like the inner shorts is because sometimes skirts like this can just continue riding up, but if you have the shorts, they can't ride up too much because the shorts kind of keep them in place. So this is a linen blend. It has like a lightweight cottony feel. We'll see how the rise is, but we have a zip at the side as well as a hook and eye. And I did get this in my normal size small. I basically wear a small in all Abercrombie things, tops and bottoms, and my measurements will be down below. Okay, so here is the Skort. I'm just wearing it with this top kind of rolled up so we can see everything, but in general I wear a size small. I'd say it's true to size. It's sitting right about at the belly button area, which is a good length because it's still giving a good amount of coverage to the legs as well. I like how lightweight the material is, and I also like the lemon print because I feel like sometimes linen materials can get a little bit wrinkled, and having the print just kind of makes that a little bit less noticeable. I'd say it's like a slight A-line fit, but it's definitely not like super flared or super flowy. It's just a little bit more like straight up and down, but it's not like bandage skirt tight. We have that zipper on the side with the hook and eye, and the back of the skirt has a little elastic in the waistband as well so that it fits a little bit better along the back, but it can still fit my glutes, which I like because I do tend to have like a gaping issue, so having that little elastic in their skirts helps me a ton. And then we have the built-in shorts on the inside. They're pretty short. They're really not like a cute short underneath. They're really just there to provide some coverage, and it's tacked down at the side of the zipper, but the other side you can lift it up. I absolutely love the lemon design, so I'm definitely keeping this one. Next, we'll do another pair of bottoms. So these are the Curve Love High Rise 90s Relaxed Jeans. And I feel like I really like blue colored tops, but if I'm pairing it with pants, I only have like blue jeans. And I don't necessarily love like khakis or like slacks all the time. Sometimes you just want to be in a jean. So I saw this color of the relaxed jean and I just thought this would be a perfect pairing, like a little tan color for like a spring and summer on like cooler days. It is in their relaxed fit. I do wear a 25 long in their jeans. It's a 99% cotton, 1% elastane. So they're mostly just like a heavier denim material. There's just a tiny bit of stretch, but with their Curve Love line, I don't really find that I need a lot of stretch. And then the back of these is very plain, and they are more of a wide leg. I do carry more of my weight in my legs, so I prefer their like relaxed fit over just their straight fit if I'm looking for more of a like loose look. Okay, I actually didn't realize this is my first time just getting a regular high rise from Abercrombie instead of the ultra high rise. So normally they're a teeny bit higher, but I'm actually really liking this rise. These fit perfectly, as do like almost all of my Abercrombie Curve Love jeans. So this is a 25, which is the size I normally go for. I think they put me between a 25 and a 26. So it's made of that structured denim. There's a tiny little bit of give to it. These are very plain. We just have front pockets here, and then we have some pockets in the back as well. I find these super flattering in that they don't squish me down or anything, but they just have the right amount of hold. And then these are the relaxed fit. So they look like a little bit baggy right now, but with shoes, I think they would be perfect because you won't have that crease, but with shoes, I'll just be like a little bit taller. So it'll kind of just look like a wide straight leg. For me, my calves are too big to wear their regular straight pants without looking weird, so I prefer their wide leg or their relaxed fit. These are still pretty comfy to bend down in because they have a little bit of stretch, so the knees aren't too tight here, and they're the perfect fit in the waist. I just have like a teeny bit of space but no gaping, so these would still be comfortable sitting, wearing long term. I'm definitely excited to have another color of jean besides just like a blue jean. What do you guys think of these? This is the Mara tailored vest square neck top. I've been seeing a lot of people wear these like little like button-up tops, like vest type shirts, and I just thought, you know, might as well try it. This paired either with some slacks or just some jeans. It's like nice little elevated, but it still is very covered. And something about me is I'm always thinking of how can I wear a bra under this top? Because while I love a good like built-in bra dress or top when it's done well, for the most part, I'd like to just be able to wear my normal everyday bras underneath my clothes. I just feel much more comfortable and there's less to think about. So I definitely think this will fully hide my top underneath. So I got a size small and we have some buttons down the front. It is kind of a rounded square neck with tank straps. It looks like it's about a hip length, which is my ideal length. I like things to hit like right where the top of my jeans hit. And then I didn't notice this, but in the back, they do have this little adjustable section. So you can kind of cinch it in a little bit. So it's not quite as boxy. It's a little bit more waist defining. And this is a polyester viscose elastane blend. Okay, so here's the top, and definitely when I took it out of the bag, I was a little bit nervous about the size because it just looks a little bit boxy in the waist area, and I have a pretty tapered waist, but I don't know if I could fit into an extra small because it is fitting really well against the bust area here, but we do have that adjustable waist area, so we'll touch that in a second. But first we have like a really wide square neckline, but my bra underneath is hiding completely, so honestly that is a win for me. I love the tank straps. They're nice and thick. Again, I can hide my bra straps under them. We have the cute little kind of tonal buttons up the front, and this is the perfect length. It's hitting like right about the top of the skirt. So you may show a tiny bit of skin lifting up your arms, but it's kind of the ideal length for me. And then here's the back. It's very plain. So I'm just gonna tighten this little area here to see if I get a little bit more waist definition. And here it is after adjusting. I would say it definitely fits the waist a little bit better, but it does still flare away a little bit at the bottom. I'd say this top would be cute with a pair of jeans. I wouldn't pair it with this skirt personally, just because the materials just don't really go well together. But I think I will keep this one. I think it's like a little bit elevated. I could even wear this with some slacks for like a professional event. It's not really too much skin. But let me know what you guys think. Would you keep this? Would you return this? What are the thoughts? Clearly I was in a little bit of a vest mood because I got another one. I don't know what got into me. I literally have no vests, but now I have two. This is the Mara button-up sweater vest, and I love a good like dark light contrast moment. I feel like this black and white contrasting like piping detail is very in right now. And something about me is I do fall for the trends, okay? I am by no means a fashion girly. I'm not a trendsetter. I'm very much a follower, and I'm okay with that. We all have our strengths. Regular clothing, fashion, is just not one of my strengths, but I try. So we have this little V-neck. The buttons on this one are these little gold decorative buttons. Again, kind of looks like it'll be a hip length, and then the back is full coverage. So again, should be able to wear my bra under it. And I like that it's kind of like a thicker sweater material, but it's still short sleeve. So good for kind of more mild weather as we transition into fall. Okay, so here's the little sweater vest. I'm feeling like it's a little bit more oversized than I had expected. Generally, I prefer like a slightly more fitted top and then a little bit more volume on the bottom that just kind of works well with my body type. So I don't know if I'd maybe prefer like a slightly more fitted look here, or if I like the kind of relaxed boxy look. But anyways, this is my normal size. We have a V-neck. Again, it's hiding the bra completely underneath. The little button up front with the gold details. I feel like this will be super cute with some gold jewelry. I love the contrast piping detail as well. This is a little bit more cropped than the last one. It's actually a little bit above my belly button crop, so you definitely could be showing some skin depending on what bottoms you're wearing. Here's the view from the side. Again, just like a good amount of space if you don't want something super tight. The back is full coverage. And this is definitely not a top I'd wear in like super overwhelming heat. Like I'm in Arizona, I'm not wearing this outside in 110 degrees, but in like a nice 75 with a breeze, I think this would be a good fabric. And I like that it's like a little bit elevated, a little dressier. Okay, and then I saw this dress in this pattern. And since I am going on a trip, this is just so like European travel and it's so cute. I also just love like a simple dress that you can throw on and not really think about. So this is the Linen Blend wide strap mini dress. And I was drawn to this one because it came in 3 different lengths, and sometimes mini dresses as a tall girly are just a little bit short. So I got this in a size small tall for a little extra length. We have kind of a rounded square neckline, tank straps, and the straps are adjustable in the back as well. They're not super adjustable, but I appreciate that there's at least like a little area of adjustability. It has this kind of breathable, somewhat structured linen fabric. There's a little elasticated kind of ruched portion at the back of the top, which I like this because it helps it fit your bust a lot better if you do have a larger bust. Just gives you a little bit of extra room there without being like weirdly gapey. We have a zipper up the back and kind of a slight A-line shape. And the pattern on this one is just giving like, you know, it's just giving Italy here. I'm not going to Italy, but it's giving Italy vibes. Let's try it on. Okay, so here's the dress and I'm feeling a little bit underwhelmed. I was a little bit worried about it because sometimes these kind of like boxy shaped linen dresses just don't give anything, and I'm just not liking it. I also feel like a lot of pieces today have just run like a little bit on the big side. And I definitely have experienced this with Abercrombie. Occasionally I have to size down to an extra small. So I do feel like they can run like a tiny bit big. But just starting off with the top here, first of all, I'm getting quite a bit of looseness just at the top there. Even though we have that little stretchy section back there, it's not even close to my rib cage here. So it's just kind of giving boxy, but also like kind of squishing down a little bit. And I just don't think it's really doing anything for my shape. I don't know, maybe I'm being dramatic, but I just think, see, it just kind of like all goes straight after my bust, and that's just not the shape that I like to give. So I just don't really think this one is doing what I want it to do. I do appreciate that it comes in a longer length because I could not do much shorter than this. This is kind of hitting like mid slight upper thigh. So I definitely would say if you're on the taller side, it's nice that they have this taller option. So yeah, I think this one's going back. Next, I got this fun little tee because I just feel like the berries and like the fruit vibes. I've just been very in this summer, especially with the recent Buff Bunny Juicy launch. I just feel like this is the vibe. So we got little blackberries, little cherries, blueberries, strawberries, and then it says embroidered to the fabric, summer berries. They had one, I think, that was like just cherry or something, and I really liked that one. That one was embroidered, but I think it was sold out in my size, so I got this one. It looks like it won't be like a super snug fit, but also not super oversized. It's like a softer cotton with a little bit of stretch. Let's try it on. Okay, here's the tee. I was hoping it would be a little bit more of like a baby tee fit, where it's just like a little bit more small, but it wasn't labeled as baby tee. So that's my bad. It is like a nice hip length little lightweight cotton tee though, so I'll definitely still get use out of this. I still think it's cute. We see the little berries and the little embroidered summer berries. I feel like I could have done without the embroidery there, just had the berries on the top. But I really like the material of this one. It's a cotton, but it's like a nice soft cotton, and it's very lightweight. We have short sleeves, a crew neck, and then the back is just very plain. I'd say stick true to size if you like the fit of this, just being like a little bit kind of on the loose side. But you probably could just size down and have a little bit more of that baby tee style fit. And it does have a little bit of stretch as well. So even if it's too snug in the bust area, it has that stretch to kind of compensate for that. The last two tops, these are the same top, so I better like it because I got 2 of them. So this is the Madeline crew sweater tee. I initially was just gonna get the navy and white. Again, I've been into that little like contrast detailing, but this blue is just like one of my favorite colors. So I was feeling confident in this top. It's a size small. You can definitely see it's kind of a boxier shape. A crew neck with a nice like thick collar area. Short sleeves. It's just that same kind of like medium weight sweater texture of the vest that I think will just be nice for kind of like a slightly breezy day, but still summer vibes. Okay, so here's this one. So it's definitely a more boxy fit. So this is my normal size. So if you like a slightly boxy, relaxed fit, I would stick true to size. You could definitely size down if you don't want it quite as oversized, but I don't think it's like baggy oversized. The fabric has a good weight to it, so it kind of has that structure, and I feel like when you put your arms in, it just kind of forms to your body a little bit more. I like the length on this one. It goes a little bit over my hip bones here, so because it's kind of a drop shoulder, it will lift up a little bit when your arms lift up, so keep that in mind. But it's definitely covering all of my skin, front and back. This one has that kind of thickened crew neck that I think is really nice. The sweater material, it's also not itchy at all. It's very soft. It's not like a cashmere soft, but it just has like a softer feel. And here's the back. There's really no details in the back there. It does drop a little bit lower in the back for me too. And the fabric does have a little bit of stretch to it. So I'm definitely a big fan of this material. The short sleeves go a little bit lower. They go like almost to the elbow. So again, this is another good like kind of transition to fall piece because it is a little bit warmer. Let's just quickly try on the other color. And here's the blue. This is just one of my absolute favorite colors, especially on me. I just think it like complements my skin tone nicely. It's giving a little bit like a coastal vibes with the white shorts. If only I liked the white shorts a little bit better. Hopefully I can find a pair of white shorts that just fit a little bit better for what I'm looking for, because I think this goes together really well. And if I tried to pair this top with regular blue jean, I just feel like I would just look like too much blue. But yeah, definitely love this. I think I like the contrast stitch detail like a little bit more, but I do really like this color. So I think I'll definitely be keeping these. And lastly, the same issue I had with jeans, only having blue jeans, I also feel like I've been having that same issue with shorts. So we got a pair of white denim shorts so that I can hopefully wear a couple more top options with this. I think this would be super cute with a navy top with this, a little white piping. So these are the Curve Love High Rise Loose Shorts. So I got them in a 25. In the Abercrombie Curve Love shorts, I'm usually either a 25 or a 26, but since these are loose, I went with the 25, and I hope they're not like super loose. Like I'm okay with like slightly relaxed, but I don't know how loose we're talking. But they didn't have the white in the dad shorts, which is what I wanted. These are a 6-inch inseam short, so they're a pretty long short from what I've tried in the past. Usually I'm at like a 4 or 5-inch. Same kind of structured denim material as the full-length jeans. And then the back is very plain. We just did a video on curvy shorts. If you missed that, I'll link it down below. But the Abercrombie shorts are like always my favorite, so let's try them on. Okay, so I was definitely worried about these because they are called the loose short, and I didn't want something like completely loose. I like more of like a mom or a dad fit, and I think these are just like a little bit bigger than what I was going for. First of all, we have the 6-inch inseam, which is pretty long for me. Like 4 to 5 is plenty. If you like a longer inseam though, like it's great that they have the options. This is already a size down from some of my Abercrombie shorts, and they're still pretty big. But again, they're meant to be a loose fit. I do feel like I have a little bit too much room in the waist though, so I wasn't expecting it to be as loose there. I feel like in the back, it's just not super flattering. It's just giving a little bit baggier again than I was going for. I hoped that sizing down would make it a little bit more fitted, but again, it's my fault. I did buy a loose short. So the leg fit is super flared, so going to be very thick thigh friendly. It's very much like a loose A-line fit. We do have those back pockets. There's just like a little bit of stretch going on. And I feel like when I'm just like standing together, I don't like how much the fabric is folding in the crotch area for me. Let me know what you guys think. Is this your style? Do you like this? Or do you prefer like the mom or dad style shorts? I'm hoping that maybe those still have some stock because I would love a light colored short. A white jean short is just such a nice staple to have, but yeah. Okay, that's everything. In terms of what I'm keeping versus sending back, for me, I try to keep my like regular clothes wardrobe on the smaller side and only full of pieces that I know I will be comfortable wearing all the time. So I definitely feel like today was super hit or miss. Definitely keeping the tan jeans. Loved how those fit. Definitely keeping the lemon skirt. But everything else I'm like a little here or there on. I think I might keep that little white vest, but I also feel like it's like a little bit big. Same feelings with the black and white top. I definitely think I'll keep those little sweater short sleeve shirts just for fall. I think those will be really nice. But the dress and the white shorts, I just wasn't loving what those were doing for me. So I definitely feel like it was more miss than hit this time. Kind of always the case with online shopping. There's a good amount that goes back. So unfortunately, I don't think I have enough time before my trip to actually do any exchanges. So should have thought about this a little bit sooner, but oh well. Let me know what you thought about all of these in the comments down below, what you would keep, what you would return. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!